Hey, today I'm going to be doing a preview and not a review of a video game. And the game I'm talking about today is Phantasy Star Online 2. And as a gamer who's played both Phantasy Star Online and Phantasy Star Universe, I can safely say that I'm stoked out of my mind for this game. Now, Phantasy Star Online 2 is thought to be the proper sequel to Phantasy Star Online. Even though Phantasy Star Universe came out after Phantasy Star Online, this is thought to be the proper sequel since it's numbered 2. Now, in PSO2, you can choose from one of 3 classes: a hunter who's good at melee type combat, a ranger who's obviously good at ranged combat, or a force who's good at magical combat. You can also choose from one of 3 races: a human, a Newman, or a caste, which is a robot. Phantasy Star Universe players remember beasts. Unfortunately, you can't be a beast in this game. What does come back in this game, though, are mags. Mags are the little helpers that float around with you in the original Phantasy Star Online, bestowed a number of benefits to you, and also had photon bursts that basically enabled you to kick some ass. You also get cross bursts in Phantasy Star Online too. I'm not entirely sure what these are all about. If anyone could help me out here, I'd really appreciate it. In Phantasy Star Online 2, timed combos come back too, in the form of something called just attacks. Just attacks enable you to perform more powerful attacks, but only if your timing is, just correct. Yeah, Phantasy Star Universe kinda did away with combos to the best of my knowledge, so bringing combos back into this game is probably going to make a lot of gamers happy. In PSO2, you can only bring along 3 other friends or party members with you, whereas you could bring along 5 for PSU. Some missions, however, are considered or have multi-party areas, which basically allows multiple parties to team up and beat the boss together. Another new feature in this game is jumping. Jumping wasn't in PSO or PSU, and I think that the inclusion of a jump feature is only going to help things substantially. Now, during the missions in PSO2, emergency quests pop up from time to time that award experience points upon their completion. Such emergency quests include boss fights, being assigned to protect a certain target, or searching for items. Also, much like the original PSO and not like PSU, the same areas can house a number of different missions. The graphics in this game look really great, and so do the sound effects. The best thing about this game, though, is that it's completely free to play. There are some items you can buy that actually require real cash to pay, but these don't really help make you stronger much, so you can play this game pretty good without ever paying a penny. Overall, I'm really looking forward to this game. I've talked to a number of users who are playing on the Japanese version of Phantasy Star Online 2. Yeah, it's out already over in Japan, and some American and European users have actually gotten onto the Japanese servers. I'm not sure if you can still do this. If any of you could help me out there, I'd really appreciate it. But I've talked to some of them, and they're really enjoying this game, like, a lot. They're saying it's better than Phantasy Star Universe. Actually, Phantasy Star Universe kinda got panned in the reviews. I didn't mind the game so much because that was actually the first Phantasy Star game I've ever played. I played Blue Burst later. But yeah, to hear that this game is gonna be better than Phantasy Star Universe, I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, if you have anything to add below, just post down here, and I'll respond. Okay, thank you for watching.